Hello everyone, this is Aaron Fitz from ATF Gaming and welcome to NASCAR 07. So, if you are not aware with what happened, I would highly recommend watching my NASCAR 06 episode 0 of season 3 that went up on Monday. Then you will know that I had some glitches that happened and my game kept freezing every time I tried to qualify for the first race. So, for this week, we are going to test out NASCAR 07 while I try to experiment and figure out what happened with NASCAR 06. So for today, Wednesday, and Friday, we will have NASCAR 07 up, and then I'll kind of gauge to see what the interest level is on that. Obviously, the main goal is to finish NASCAR 06, and this just decided to go to a race, which I'll have to, in turn, go back. But, so yeah, we're going to test this out. NASCAR 07, lots of similarities to NASCAR 06. Obviously, the big differences are the one year later driver rosters. We have some visual differences, like there's a lot more of a speed blur in visual, and get rid of that. And then in career mode, like we'll show, you have a chance to qualify to start in a higher series than the modifieds, which is what we're going to do today. We are going to get that underway and then get everything set up for the season. So we're going to head to game modes, fight to the top, same name as before, and here we are, the Allstate Qualifiers. The highest medal you receive, the better the contract you will be offered for fight to the top. And my phone just went off. So would you like to do it? Yes, we would. So there are Kenny Wallace.
So there you are. Well, I've been hearing all about you. You think you have what it takes. All right, well, let's put you in the Richard Petty driving experience car for me, Kenny Wallace. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to put you through some different scenarios. And if you have what it takes, I'm going to offer you a contract so you can move up. All right. Drive hard, tighten those belts, and let's see if you have what it takes.
Awkward, unnecessary segment where we have to watch what's supposed to be us hit his head on the top there, put his window down up, and all that stuff. We're just going to skip ahead of that. So I can't remember how many tracks there are, but it basically covers all the different types of tracks that you're going to encounter in this game. And you have a bronze time, a silver time, and a gold time. If you get mostly bronze, you'll get a cup series, not a truck series offer. If you get mostly silver, you get an Xfinity offer. You get mostly gold, you can get a cup offer. If you don't do this at all, you'll start in the modifieds, or if you don't get any medals, then you'll start in the modified. So Daytona, California, Lowe's, Pocono, Bristol, Watkins Glen, Infineon, and Daytona Infield are the tracks that we have to go to. So we are going to do Daytona first. Now, if we get nothing, I'm going to redo it. But as long as we get a medal, I'm not going to redo it, and we are stuck with that medal. Now, obviously, a lot of people who do this game tend to just start right in the modified level. But I'm going to go through this. Since this is temporarily taking the place of NASCAR 06, I don't really want to start all the way from the beginning in what is an extremely similar career mode to NASCAR 06. So we're going to try to get ourselves a better starting position here. So now you can see all the speed blur. I tried to combine the two words again. Speed blur. Well, let's see what kind of a lap we can put down. The controls are a lot more herky-jerky here, so I gotta take some getting used to here. Now, obviously you want to try to stay as close to the bottom without moving as possible, but the car is a bit unstable. You don't really want to be on the apron. That probably killed me right there, because that shut off a bunch of speed. But we'll see what we get. This is the track where you really got to be a perfectionist in this mode here. So let's hope that we at least get something and we don't have to redo this again. Looks like we got bronze, I would think. Yeah, bronze. So that's what we're dealing with. Now, if we get mostly silvers and we have like one bronze, maybe I'll redo it, but I don't think I will. I have no idea what the situation's going to be, so we will go through everything and then see if we have to redo something. And we'll have to autosave after everything, as usual. Well, now we gotta go to California. Let's try to do a little better than bronze here. I would like to start in the Xfinity Series, since that would definitely put us on path to get a cup ride fairly soon. Now, the difficulty with starting in a higher series is you're starting with low prestige still. So you still got to build up the prestige before you're going to get offers for good teams. So you still have to build up the prestige. But yeah, the controls are a lot more herky-jerky, at least in this car. I don't really have the option to make any adjustments to this car, so controls are definitely pretty herky-jerky right now. I don't know if any assists are on either. I ran NASCAR 06 with no assist because there weren't any assists, but in this game there are some assists. Which I definitely need at least a steering assist because this is crazy. And it looks like a bronze again. Yep, that's another bronze. So it looks like we're going to end up starting in the truck series, but that's fine with me. That's better than starting from scratch, even though you do get a truck series offer pretty quickly, usually. But yeah, so 2 bronzes to start out. Those big tracks are obviously a little harder to control, but I think next is Charlotte or Lowe's in this game. So let's get that going. And then there's Bristol, and then I believe we have the road courses to deal with. Which I think I'll do best on the road courses. Especially the 3 road courses we have, because I'm usually pretty good at those. Daytona Infield is probably the most spotty, but I think I've gotten used to that now through NASCAR 06. But this could be a little scary as well, but we'll have to see. Because Charlotte in 06, if you get on the apron, you're probably going to spin out. Luckily, I didn't spin out there. And we actually got on the apron without completely losing control. So maybe it's better in this game. I don't quite remember. I did a test career mode of this a while back because it was part of the fan vote that we had at one time. That looks like maybe silver. Yep, silver. So we will take that and move on. Our first silver medal. And then Bristol is next. We should do pretty well at Bristol. But yeah, let me know what your opinions are on this series. This will be a shorter episode because we're just doing this and getting ourselves set up for next season. But let me know what you guys think. Obviously, this is just a temporary... Oh, we got Pocono. I forgot about Pocono. This is just a temporary filler until I figure out what is going on. I can use words with NASCAR 06. And then if I figure that out, and I think I have a few ideas. I think that I'll be able to come back next week without any issues. But we'll have to kind of feel as we go. Because I think we might have broken the game when we didn't get a Cup Series offer. Because luckily I hadn't had any issues with... Oh my lord. Luckily I didn't have any issues with the glitches that John was having in his original playthrough. But... we'll have to see if I can resurrect my career mode there. And if not, we'll just keep doing this in place. Because obviously I'm doing NASCAR Heat 2 career mode on streams. So that's where those are going to stay. It just gets us through so much at one time. So I really enjoy doing that on stream. It keeps me ahead of the game compared to other YouTubers, which I think is definitely a plus. And eventually I might split those up into episodes, but probably not. Alright, as you can tell by the thunderous applause in the background, we got a gold medal here, which is surprising. Pocono, you wouldn't think that that would be my best track so far. But we got gold medal there. I'm not sure, I can't quite remember what the deal is. If you get any bronze, you're automatically going to the truck series, or if it's an average, like, so now this gold eliminates a bronze, so now we still have a bronze average, but I don't know what the deal is. But obviously, let's try to get as many golds as possible, and we'll find out what the result is in the end. But off to Bristol. We should be fine here at Bristol, you'd think. But I've been proven wrong before on many occasions, as you guys well know. But let's try this. It says reckless driving is a bad thing. I don't really know what that means, because there's no other cars. Oh Lord. Okay, this might be a redo attempt here, because I'm getting on the apron a ton here right now. Is that bronze? If that's bronze, I might redo it. Yeah, I'm gonna take a retry here, just because I screwed up a little bit. And we'll try to stay on the track, preferably. And we should do better here. Yeah, I think that was a silver. I feel better with that, because I knew I screwed up. You also get some skill points here. Now, in NASCAR 07, there are drastically less amount of things to unlock with skill points. Like 06, you had a ton of paint schemes. But 07, it's a struggle with paint schemes. But I think that's the last oval we have to tackle. I think we have 3 road courses. I don't know why there's so many road courses. But let's tackle Watkins Glen, which is my favorite road course of the 3. But we'll see. Like I said, I'm not sure what the deal is, if it's the average of the trophies, or if it's, you know, you got a bronze, so that means you're automatically going to the truck series or something like that. So I don't know what the official stamp is. Stamp, I don't know what that was, but let's see how we do at Watkins Glen. These road courses should be a little easier to achieve gold, so that's definitely the goal at these road courses. Now, it took a little while for the car to get back going there, it feels like. Just don't want to hit any of the barriers, and we'll be in good shape here, I think. It's felt good so far, but usually at Watkins Glen, it's these last 2 corners that I struggle with the most. So we just got to get through these corners without completely messing up. Got in the grass a little bit there, but it might have actually helped us a little bit. A little squirrely off of that corner, but let's see what we got. That was a bronze? Really? That's disappointing. I'm going to give it one more shot, because that was disappointing. I really felt like we should be doing better than bronze. We're going to give it one more shot here. Maybe I should let off the gas a little bit more, be a little more aggressive. It took a long time for us to get back in the gear there. I almost want to maybe try out manual transmission. I've never done manual transmission in these games. I've done it in My Summer Car, but that's a whole lot different than this, that's for sure. It's just another thing that on my mind, especially while commentating. I really don't want to put extra things in my hands right now, so I gotta be careful. But especially at road courses, I really need to keep an eye on the transmission. Because I think we could have shifted a little earlier there. Let's see what kind of time we can put up now. Silver. Well, it looks like another bronze. Well, there's nothing more I can do with the settings I have right now, so we're going to be stuck with bronze there, unfortunately. That's rather disappointing. But I really could not do much more with the current settings that I have right now with using the automatic transmission. So kind of limited there, unfortunately, and I don't want to redo this all just to back out and change the settings to something that I'm not even comfortable with. But now we're gonna go to Infineon, which is now known as Sonoma. Speaking of Sonoma, the IndyCar just finished their season at Sonoma. I'm literally recording this right after that race, so congratulations to Joseph Newgarden. It's nice to see an American win the IndyCar championship. I do think he could have done it a little cleaner in previous races, but I was surprised more people didn't go with the strategies that Simon Pagenaud went with, because he was obviously on the best strategy, and he won the race. He just didn't have enough points to get by Newgarden. But this is a NASCAR video. Let's focus on NASCAR here. And this is my least favorite road course of the two that they run right now. Yeah, I really don't think we need to shift down in the second gear there, in my opinion. It's been a while since I've raced this track at these EA games. We haven't gotten to the Cup Series yet in 06, which is frustrating. And that's the only series that runs this track in 06. Don't hit the tire barrier. And let's see what kind of time we can put down. If we can at least get a... Nope. That was another bronze. There's not much I can do about that, unfortunately. We're on pace to do Truck Series right now, unfortunately, which is not where I wanted to start, to be perfectly honest. I wanted to start in Xfinity, but we still got one more track. If we can get a gold at a Daytona Infield, maybe we can have a better shot at it. But it does look like Truck Series is going to be what we're heading towards right now, which is disappointing. But it's a start nonetheless. It's one step ahead of where NASCAR 06 would have started, so that's fine with me, but I really was hoping for more. Daytona Infield, not my favorite road course, but it's not bad in my opinion. But let's get started here. I at least know where I'm going here, unlike some of the road courses in this game. Even though I have gotten used to most of the road courses now playing NASCAR 06 so much again. Why did you shift down there? Oh man. That was weird. I question the shifting in this game sometimes, especially on these road courses. This really makes me consider wanting to do manual shifting, but it would take me so long to get used to that, and I don't want to subject you guys to that kind of pain and suffering. Well, that's where we usually took our giant shortcut, which I don't think you guys saw because that was in the episode that got washed away by my new now defunct hard drive. That's a silver. I thought we might have gotten gold there, but it didn't do the thunderous applause, so that's a silver. And I'm interested to see what Kenny Wallace is going to put us in. Probably going to be trucks, but I am keeping hope that it could be Xfinity. But we're not going to go back and change anything right now. We're going to play it as it lies. You've completed. Would you like to continue to fight? Yep. And here we are, another awkward scene that I don't think needs to be here. More awkward scenes. We're probably going to hit our heads again. Yep. We hit our heads again.
You're impressing me more and more. All right, we have a contract waiting for you for the Craftsman Truck Series and Fight to the Top. Great job, man.
Alright, well, we're going to start in the trucks. I'm not thrilled about that, but that is what we're going to be stuck with right now. Let's just set all this up and then we'll get the season started here. We'll do the same thing we did pretty much in 06. We'll put our name in, but we won't change any of this stuff. But I did say I was in Michigan, so we'll at least put Michigan there. We'll make ourselves... that's fine. I'm a bigger person. I'm not super skinny, but... let's see, what options do we have here? Oh, that's probably as close as we're going to get. I know most of you don't know what I look like, but... Alright, we're going Legend. I know that's a change for me. I usually do the medium difficulty, but we're going to go for Legend in this career mode. Unlimited off, damage normal, yellow flags on, driver attributes on. That's also a thing in NASCAR 07. Every driver has an attribute at each type of track, which I'm sure I'll get to show you later. We're going to do 12% race length, which should be fine. Again, Legend is going to be a change for me, but it is what it is. Let's sign our contract, and then that's going to be the end of this episode. And then on Friday, we'll have the first race in the Truck Series. And we might actually be...
Hey, it's Ace Moneymaker here. I am your new agent. I'm a friend of Kenny Wallace's, and he told me that you did a pretty decent job out there. So I've got a contract waiting for you already based on his recommendations. This is a contract to drive the Richard Petty Driving Experience Ride in the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series. Now go to the race shop in the Fight to the Top main menu and select Craftsman, then look under the Craftsman contract area. Now you're going to be hearing from me a lot throughout your career. I'm going to guide you every step of the way. Now if I don't happen to be here, you still need some help, go to the web portion of your phone, check it out, you'll get what you need.
Alright, as you can see, Ace Moneymaker is back. I was about to say we might end up running the modified season on top of the Truck Series, just so we can start building up some cash and building up some points and prestige and fans as quickly as possible. Because we might struggle at first in the Truck Series, but let's first check out the truck series. We're going to drive for Kenny Wallace Racing, the 126 truck. I love how it's Kenny Wallace Racing, but it says Herminator on the bottom, which is obviously Hermie Wallace, or Hermie Sadler. Hermie Sadler. Ignore my stupidity. But that's the contract we have, so that's what we're going to sign. We got a nice bonus there. We're the only person on our team, so obviously team chemistry is already pretty high. But for our first contract, I'll take it. I'm sure there's going to be a modified contract as well. We are going to take that just so we can start plugging away at the prestige and all that stuff as soon as possible. But that's going to be it for this episode, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you guys think on this series. Obviously, NASCAR 06 is still the primary. But once we either A, finish NASCAR 06 or get bored with Dirt to Daytona or finish Dirt to Daytona, even though that's a long ways away, we can always go into this series. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. And if you want to see more content from ATF Gaming, be sure to hit that red subscribe button. Really means a lot to me, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye.